Oh baby, a snake!
I'm full.
Well, welcome to my office. Check it out, survivors! Woo! Look at this, it's still moving. The head is off, don't worry. It can't bite me. But I've killed this thing about 10 minutes ago and they still move. It's still the nerves going in there. That's why you cut the head off and give an additional 1 head length behind, so about another inch or 2 behind the head, just to ensure you get all the venom sacs out. Just to make sure they're close to the head at the base of the neck there. So you don't want to be, you know, cutting into that or possibly getting poisoned there. Along with still getting bit, because it can still bite you. It can still bite you for about 20 minutes after it's been killed, because you can see the nerves are still going there. And so the head can just sit there cut off and still bite. So it's their reflex. So I'm gonna let this thing relax and let the nerves just kind of, you know, wither away. And then we'll skin this and save it. Maybe put it on the back of a bow. It's a nice Western diamondback rattlesnake. Here's our snake. It's been about 30 minutes and it's still moving around. You can see it's still moving as I squish it. But you can save the rattles. You can cut the rattles off. But start towards the back, down towards the anus, and then skin up through the belly. Then just remove all the entrails. As a general rule for reptiles, remove all the entrails. Just don't even eat them. It's not worth it. There's not enough nutrients in them. They're not very big either. So, I'm going to try and cut through the skin here. Here's all the entrails. Just grab them and pull them out. Then you have the skin on the back side.
Oh, that looks easy.
Real easy, just pull it off and then we can stretch this out.
Well, what do you do with snakes then? So if you're surviving, what would it, like, what could you do with it? You kill it and you eat it, of course, but, like, what would you do with the skin?
I know we have nails. This isn't real survival, but maybe you have some other survival nails like 550 cord or natural cordage you make. Those are some more survival nails for you. So you can also wrap this around something. Like if you want to put this on the back of a bow right away, try and put it on there, wrap it on it, and then let it dry on there. Won't be the strongest, but it'll stay on there for a while. I found this snake just sitting there rattling at our cat. And the cat's name is Thistle. And it was bit once before by a rattlesnake. So I think it learned. It was just sitting there on a perch like cats do, watching it. I don't know if it played with it or if it was just sitting there looking at it. But we brought it to the vet and it did not get antivenom. I know that much. That would have been expensive. But they gave it some antibiotics and its paw was all swollen up to 3 times its size. And they just said, well, you just have to monitor him and see what happens. And he was fine. Apparently, animals are pretty good about getting bit by things like that. But he's good. This was just fine. Hopefully he learned. I don't know though. But this thing is nice and straight. We have it all spread out. We'll let them dry out like this. The edges are still going to curl in a bit. I could even put a few more nails in different spots. But we'll let her dry out. And then there's a little bit of meat on here. Most of the meat for a snake is right along its spine here along the back. You got the sides on the ribs. I think with this one, I'm just gonna cut it up, deep fry it. The kids are excited. Survival situations, we've just wrapped these around a stick and just roast them over the fire. They get a lot smaller and you just eat their bones and all. There's not much to them. So if you get a little snake out there, there's maybe a couple bites or a bite.
What is this? Is this fried snake?
You have to keep eating it and try and guess.
Snake?
Some
He
dinner.
fried the snake.
Mmm. Now, for survival, what I would do is I wouldn't use all this breading because I wouldn't have it, of course. But I would just boil the snake. After I took all the guts out and everything, I would boil it, make a stew out of it, and then boil it some more and really soften the bones. That'll make the bones able to, be able to chew up and get the nutrients from it. But this is good.